What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at Scion.com.
The Department of Agriculture has been notified of several farmers that are facing a major loss of their crops because of the heavy rains, wind, and flooding that began late last week. In fact, Director Mariquita Taitegui says for some farmers, 100% of their crops have been destroyed.
When there's so much water,
Right.
and after the water subsides and the sun comes up, then most likely all the plants will just die.
She mentions the loss of fresh produce has already impacted many retailers that buy local.
Starting this week, there's nothing on the shelf, I'm sure, unless those people that have farms in the higher ground. But even that, we know with the rain and the wind, it probably affected theirs too.
Taitegui believes recovery time for farmers is projected between a month to 3 months, depending on the crop being harvested. PNC also asks if farmers are insured when flooding or other disasters occur.
Not every farmers are under this program where they're insured with the farm services, because some people, they feel like it takes a lot of work, paperwork to compile. And then they have to pay a premium.
As a successful local farmer herself, Taitegui notes she is insured. Although it doesn't cover her expenses 100%, she says it's enough to at least get her started again. 6 acres worth of local produce. This is the perfect example of what local farmers have to deal with in the total loss of their crops.
If you look around, you can see we had opal, they're all down on the ground. We have bitter melon, they're all down on the ground. Our cucumber is all underwater, so as the beans, okra, and eggplant.
Local farmer Candy Santos is the sister of Taitegui. She, along with her brothers Tommy and Luis Flores, have experienced the total loss of crops at their Talafofo property. PNC toured part of the saturated 6-acre site where various produce and more than half of their papaya plants were destroyed. She says they cannot harvest their crops anymore.
We like for the sun to come up so we can start all over again. That's all we can do, start all over again.
Prior to the heavy rainfall, Santos recalls harvesting over 1,000 pounds of cucumbers and 2 baskets of long beans. Her produce is supplied to many retailers and schools.
Yes, Payless store, commissary, and then we also provide cucumber to the schools. We go via the Guam Co-op IDI.
While she is dealing with the flooding aftermath, her advice to other farmers is to insure their crops.
If they have a big farm like ours, or even go to the farm agency, and they'll insure your crop, then that way you feel better when a disaster comes around. Then you've got something to fall back, because that's what I did.
Santos says she continues to look on the bright side of things. She has some money coming in from the produce she already sold and is focused on clearing the property to begin planting. She estimates it will take about 6 weeks until they can harvest their crops again.
I know that we're going to get back again and maybe do better. But, we can't complain because we know the risk that we take. So.
Oh, I like your positive attitude. That's probably...
You have to think that way. Otherwise, you're not in this field.
Josh Tikenko, PNC News.